Morning and welcome to Kimber's Kitchen Reviews. Today we are going to be reviewing this Yame fitness tracker from Amazon. I've wanted to get one of these for a while. I do a lot of cycling, which I have got my own standalone Garmin device that records my cycling activities, but I also wanted to start taking up running again and just generally monitoring my overall fitness. So I looked at some of the Fitbits, which are the most popular brand in this segment, and was quite shocked at a lot of the prices. Being a bit of a running beginner, I didn't really want to be spending £100 on a fitness tracker and not really finding the data useful. So I decided to go for one of these. It was around the £25 mark. I thought it's worth a shot, see how accurate it is compared to my Garmin device on the cycling, and just generally use it for day-to-day life and see how I get on with it. So the product comes in quite a nice made box. It gives a description on what it can do. It explains where to get the software from to work with this device. It's got a little magnetic catch on the front of the box, which is quite a nice touch, which when it was first packed up you could see the device inside here. I've been using it since, so I've obviously lost a lot of the internal packaging. It explains what the device can do and, like I say, where to get the software from. So I'll just show you what you actually get. So inside the box is the instruction booklet and the actual device. Now, when I first got this, the screen was blank, and try as I may, I could not get the device to switch on. Typical man, didn't read the instructions first. It actually specifies in the instruction the device needs to be plugged into a USB device first to charge up, and that will initialize the device. So if you pull the strap off the bottom of the device, you'll see that there's a USB attachment here. This plugs into your device, such as a charger or your laptop. This will switch the device on and begin charging it. Once it's charged up, it'll show on the screen that the power's full. Put it on like a normal watch, press the initial screen, and you will get a display. I don't know if it picks it up on the camera or not, but it's currently showing the time. You can press through the button on the bottom, very touch sensitive, and it'll flick through various options. When this device comes shipped, the three options it comes with are walking, running, and then a sport. For me, it was tennis. If you want to change this to another option, you need to do this through the app. So I'm an iPhone user, so I went to the Apple iStore and downloaded the fitness software, which is called VeriFit Pro. On here it's got the main page, which shows your sleep activities. It shows how many steps you've done that day. It can show, once you're wearing the watch, it can show your heart rate. So I'm just going to pop my watch on now, and then we can see this in action. So the watch has got Bluetooth into it, so you need to go into your phone settings, go into Bluetooth, switch it on, and the device will come up as ID 115 plus heart rate monitor. Once that's connected, go back into your VeriFit Pro, drag your screen down, and at the top it'll say synchronizing, and when this gets to 100%, it will update the app with how many steps you've done that day and what your target is, and you can set all this within the app. You can also go on heart rate, and it'll monitor your current heart rate. So at the moment, my heart rate, it's just going to try and scan for it, which is what the little flashing heart symbol is. The watch is just coming up now. it's coming up that my current heart rate's 70 beats a minute, which feels about accurate if I feel my pulse. Now this is actually displaying on the watch at the moment, but you can look at it on your phone. What you can do on the app, you can go into more details. It'll show you how you've performed that week with your steps. You can take an average. It'll show you your sleep pattern over the week. It'll show you your heart rate over the week. Now, if you want to use this for general fitness, heart rate is a very important thing that you want to track. Resting heart rate is a good sign of fitness. 60 is an average for resting heart rate. I do 26 miles a day on the bike. I'm reasonably fit, I like to think, and my resting heart rate when I'm sat still doing nothing can drop to 41, 42, which is a very good resting heart rate. When I go to sleep at night, I've seen it drop to the late 30s, which is a bit worrying, but it just goes to show that when you're in a deep sleep, your body's relaxed, your heart's not having to do as much. When we go onto the device, you can set it up to alert you when you get a call coming in. Your watch will vibrate. You can set an alarm on it. You can set it so that when you get an alert, such as you get a Facebook thing, your watch will vibrate. When you get a WhatsApp message, when someone Instagrams you. So you don't need to get your phone out to allow this. To see what notifications you're getting, you can use the fitness tracker to notify you and something will pop up. You've got this sedentary alert. If you sit still for too long, it'll vibrate, basically saying get off your bum and do something. You wouldn't want this switched on if you've got an office job like me, because you do sit around a lot. There's also got camera setting, and what you can do, this switches your camera on your phone. You can press the watch and your phone will take a selfie. I really don't know the purpose in this, other than if your phone's, say, on a tripod somewhere, but I guess it could be useful for that. Your watch vibrates to say that it's done that. If you go into the more settings, you can change what activities you show. Like I say, this comes with 3 as standard. If you want to add another one, you swipe the activity off. So now we've got 2 activities. Click on the little add button. This will bring up all the activities that you can track. Football, tennis, treadmill, cycling, yoga, badminton. I play squash. Squash isn't an option, so the closest one's tennis. So you add that on and it adds it onto the bottom. When you go onto your device and you choose your activity, say I wanted to go for a walk, you go to the walk option, press and hold it, it'll vibrate and it'll count down, say 2, it'll go. And now it'll start a timer saying how far you've walked. It'll keep a track of your heart rate. You can cycle through this and show you how many steps you've done, how many calories you've burned, and how far you've walked, and what the pace of your walking is, and your average pace. So we have got a segment in our local park that has been measured as a mile. So I tried this out yesterday. I set off going when I went to walk the mile, stopped it at the end. The watch came up as 0.99 miles, which for accuracy you can't really complain at. And when I got home, I synced this to my phone, so it counted how far I've walked that day and the number of miles I've walked. Like I say, this is accurate. The one thing that I didn't find out and took a bit of Googling, if you wanted to use this for cycling, you can't actually use the watch direct to track your cycling because it doesn't have GPS built into it. What you need to do is you open the app, click on the plus button for activity, and then in the options for what you're wanting to do, you choose what you're doing: running, walking, ride. So you choose ride, and then when you go to press start, your phone now will do the tracking. So as you can see, the clock's counting, how far you've ridden, what your heart rate is. So you turn your phone screen off, put that in your backpack or your pocket or whatever. And then when you go on your phone, on your watch, your watch is actually displaying what would normally be in your phone. So how far you've given, what your pace is, etc. And you can start and stop this off the watch, which will then stop the app. So once you've finished your ride, you press and hold stop. If we'd done a ride, it'd say well done and give you a thumbs up, and then that'll record. So that's the only downside, is you do still need your phone if you want to track your cycling. However, if you want to track your running and walking, I believe that the watch uses the pedometer function to measure how far you've done. Like I say, when I measured my walk yesterday, I didn't have my phone with me, and it accurately measured a mile. So I presume this works off the pedometer rather than the watch tracking the distance you've done. Now, your more expensive fitness trackers have got your GPS built into them, but like I say, this device was £25 compared to £100 for your Fitbit. So if you're a complete fitness beginner, I'd highly recommend this product. I'm going to put a link in the video on where you can get this from. I've been satisfied from a walking point of view. For me, if you're a cyclist, you probably want a dedicated device such as a Garmin that shows you your live data in front of your eyes fastened to your bike. But if you just want to track your fitness steps, walking, running, it's perfect for that side thing. So thanks for watching, and in one of my other videos I'm going to show this device tracking my sleep and using a snow prevention device, and showing how well you can use these devices together to track your sleeping and how that works. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe for lots of other reviews on products and devices. Thanks, bye.